Welcome back to Essas. Today we put our essas in the Hunger Games. Let's start. These are the participants. Nico battles Spider. Spider defeats Nico, but decides to spare his life. Rocket finds a frisbee in the cornucopia. Bandit finds a findings in the cornucopia. Oakley finds a pear in the cornucopia. Ivory battles River. River defeats Ivory, but decides to spare her life. Scamper battles Luna. Luna defeats and kills Scamper. Misty finds a biology textbook in the cornucopia. Cherry finds an assault rifle in the cornucopia. Honey runs away from the cornucopia. Mint runs away from the cornucopia. Ace runs from the cornucopia. Jinx finds an OCC vending machine in the cornucopia. Luna finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Tulip finds a chocolate-covered cotton in the cornucopia. Wink battles Cricket. Cricket defeats Wink, but decides to spare his life. Spider battles Bailey. Spider defeats and kills Bailey. Phoenix finds a frisbee in the cornucopia. Arlo finds a diamond pickaxe in the cornucopia. Apollo finds a paintball in the cornucopia. Bailey finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. River finds a used Band-Aid in the cornucopia. Nova finds a stick of Old Spice deodorant in the cornucopia. Callie battles Kira. Callie defeats and kills Kira. Flower runs away from the cornucopia. Comet battles Kira. Kira defeats Comet, but decides to spare his life. Cricket battles Winter. Winter defeats Cricket, but decides to spare her life. Fang finds a paintball in the cornucopia. Scamper, Kira, and Bailey are dead. Ivory receives a 50% off coupon to an SAT prep class from a sponsor. Callie stumbles upon a fidget spinner. Fang receives a Stalin mustache from a sponsor. River blames Nelson. Sunny receives an anthology of life-changing poems from a sponsor. Misty discovers a chocolate-covered cotton lying on the ground. Arlo discovers a tent lying on the ground. Winter discovered a used Band-Aid lying on the ground. Jinx gets a tin of Altoids. Tulip discovers a biology textbook lying on the ground. Pouncer gets an whatever that is. Scott finds a convenient Olive Garden but decides it is too dangerous. Apollo sees things once. No duh. Cherry shoots and grazes Winter. Flower receives a Lapras. Isn't that a Pokemon from a sponsor? Willow gets Mono. Bandit becomes the most successful paleontologist from I can't say that. Cricket receives a Lapras from a sponsor. That's a Pokemon. Nova hangs herself after being friend-zoned by Luna. Molly falls through a portal into the Blender dimension. Luna spins fidget spinner fatally at Fang. Honey finds a convenient horse carcass and decides to use it as a shelter. Ugly kills Tulip with a pear. Aspen gets forced into bees. Mint heals Rocket. Phoenix receives a bad bitchin' test and dies. Wink finds a convenient queen-sized bed with memory foam mattress and furnished headdress, but decides it is too dangerous. Rocket gets whatever that is. Poor Nico gets necrosis or whatever. Spider gets a carpal tunnel syndrome from playing OSU. Comet gets strep throat. Ace stumbles upon a landmine. Phoenix, Fang, Molly, Tulip, and Nova are dead. Wink reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans. Flower stumbles upon a whole tank. Callie gets burned to death from Wink's mixtape. Cricket discovers findings lying on the ground. River realizes Maverick isn't all yellow. What? Willow gets crippling depression and dies. Poor Willow. Winter stumbles upon a fidget spinner. Ivory finds a convenient igloo, but decides it's too dangerous. Pouncer gets a cold and dies. Rocket fatally breaks Apollo's nose with a frisbee. What? Mint heals Aspen. Ace finds a convenient house of the 7 gables, but decides it's too dangerous. Aspen receives an empty box from a sponsor because apparently the sponsor is a dick. Nico heals himself. Bandit receives a Lapras from a sponsor. What is with the Pokemon? A Spider receives a pack of condoms from a sponsor. Aspen triggers Scout. Arlo finds a convenient house of the 7 gables but decides it's too dangerous. Comet heals himself. Sunny's life gets changed by poetry. Jinx reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans. Cherry heals Mint. Misty receives a bad vision test and dies. Oakley stumbles upon a landmine while Honey stumbles upon a basketball. Apollo, Misty, Pouncer, Willow, and Callie are dead. Flower used a Lapras. What is with the Pokemon? Against Sunny. Sunny fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective. Jinx finds a convenient Olive Garden but decides it's too dangerous. Cherry stumbles upon a great sword. River discovers a 50% off coupon to an SAT prep class lying on the ground. Oakley accidentally steps on her own landmine. Oof. Ace sets off a landmine that kills Cricket and Jinx. Wicket battles and wounds Aspen. Rocket stumbles upon an Octobrush, whatever that is. Bandit unluckily trips despite the 1 in 100 chance. Winter discovers a 50% off coupon to an SAT prep class lying on the ground. Nico finds a convenient house of the 7 gables and decides to use it as shelter. Aspen fatally roundhouse kicks Honey. Arlo mines diamond ore. Luna gets stuck for Mint heals River. Ivory attends an SAT class for half the price. Spider heals himself. Scout and Wink dive AIDS after practicing unsafe dating. And Comet heals Flower. Wink, Scout, Jinx, Oakley, Honey, Sunny, and Cricket are dead. Flower slips and slides on a banana peel. River drops a rant about Arlo. Luna forgets to get the AED for Flower. A Winter stumbles upon a bow. Cherry receives a emoji movie on Laserdisc from a sponsor. Aspen receives a paintball from a sponsor. Rocket lost connection to the server. Mint is stung by bees. Ivory calls the U.S. Navy SEALs who kill River and Aspen. Bandit finds Dory. Who on earth is Dory? The roof falls on Nico. Spider discovers a tent lying on the ground. Arlo constructs a tent. Comet sees things twice. And Ace finds a convenient queen-size bed with memory foam mattress and furnished headdress, but decides it's too dangerous. Rocket, Nico, Aspen, River, and Flower are dead. Luna finds Chuck Norris, whoever that is. Winter gains 1 health point after using a used band-aid. Cherry discovers an indescribable object lying on the ground. Mint raises the mission requirement to 65. Spider discovers a glasses that cure color blindness lying on the ground. A glasses is crazy. Ivory unluckily trips despite the 1 in 100 chance. Bandit gets forced into fall mentorship and dies. Arlo gets yellow fever. Comet loses 0.13 GPA points and is severely injured and dies. Ace heals Spider. Bandit discovers a fruit tree lying on the ground. Ace gets hit by a paintball shot by Arlo. Arlo realizes Maverick isn't all yellow. Cherry receives a used band-aid from a sponsor, and Spider discovers a paintball lying on the ground. No one dies. Cherry gains 1 health point after using a used band-aid. Bandit stumbles upon a paintball. Arlo finds a convenient couch and decides to use it as shelter. Spider heals Ace, and Ace runs out of ammunition, whatever that is. Again, no one dies. Arlo gets carpal tunnel syndrome from playing OSU and dies. Spider gets hit by a paintball shot by Cherry. Bandit sets off a landmine that kills Cherry and Spider. and Ace stumbles upon a frisbee. Cherry, Arlo, and Spider die. Bandit eats fruit and gains 1 point in strength, and Ace stumbles upon a landmine. No one dies. Bandit hides from Ace. Ace discovers a chocolate-covered cotton lying on the ground. No one dies. Ace finds a convenient house of the 7 gables but decides it's too dangerous. Bandit finds a convenient queen-size bed with memory foam mattress and furnished headdress holster and decides to use it as shelter. Okay. Ace wins! That's low-key surprising. Bye! Arlo gets yellow fingered. No. Spider kills himself. No, that's not what it said. Super effective. That's such a Pokemon thing to say. You can't convince me it's not the Pokemon. Die of AIDS after practicing what? Huh? Kills himself. Sunny's life gets changed by puberty. Wait, no.